Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm going to be analyzing J.N. Morris's Conundrum. So I'm going to use a close reading technique. So I'm going to start off with a passage. It's at the end of the first chapter. I use an ebook, so on mine it's page 17, but it's not page 17 on anyone else's. But it's like the very last page, I believe. It's towards the end. What was my reasoning? Where was my evidence? Did I simply think that I should behave like a girl? Did I think people should treat me as one? Had I decided that I would rather grow to be a woman than man? Did some fearful legacy of the Great War, which ravaged and eventually killed my father, make the passions and instincts of men repugnant to me? Or was it just something that had gone wrong during my months in the womb, so that the hormones were wrongly shuffled, and my conviction was based upon no reasoning at all? So I picked this passage for several reasons. For one, it's 7 sentences. It's a very small paragraph. And within those 7 sentences are 7 questions. Just boom, one after the other after the other. So I focused on the syntax, the question marks, and what they were trying to show. So to backtrack just a little bit, obviously this is called conundrum, and conundrum is used a lot in this story as well. I believe someone said during class conundrum was said 10 times. And conundrum, I looked up the definition because I wanted the exact words, was a confusing and difficult question. So this is what she's doing by just banging out one question after the other after the other. She is unsure of herself and her feelings, her gender, and even her identity. She does not know if what she's feeling is justified, if she should pursue it, how to react, if other people are feeling the same way as her. She just has all these unanswered questions pent up inside of her. And then I think this is the very last page of the first chapter, as I mentioned before. I think the placement was very key here. They put it in the first chapter to show you that she doesn't just have these feelings and then bam, transitions, is a woman. It's a constant battle and struggle, and it's foreshadowing that she's going on a long journey to discover herself and exactly how to express who she has always known who she was since she was 3 or 4. And then this represents confusion. She's trying to make sense of it to herself by asking these questions. She's not sure exactly. And she's not, at least not in this part, she's not questioning society or necessarily what other people think about her. She's making this personal. She says, did I simply think? What was my reasoning? Did I think people should treat me as one? She is in an internal conflict with herself. She's struggling with herself, how she feels. She's questioning her own thoughts, not what other people are thinking of her at this time. She's unsure of herself, so she doesn't know how, if she's not even sure of her feelings, how others are going to perceive it, because they cannot understand. They don't feel what she's feeling. And then another point of these questions I want to bring up is the very last question in this passage. Or was it just something that had gone wrong during my months in the womb? The hormones were wrongly shuffled, and my conviction was based upon no reasoning at all. She used the word wrong there. I think at some level she's not sure if what she's feeling is not just correct, because I know she feels like she's a woman. This part, I think in the beginning of these questions, she's questioning herself and her own understanding of what's going on, and then towards the end she's kind of thinking, okay, but even if I solve this within myself, what about others? They're going to think it's wrong, they're going to think it's weird, that like it's not right, that it's going against society, and she's going against herself as well in this. So just throughout the whole thing, she's just constantly questioning what she should do. Even at a certain point when she is transitioning, she's questioning whether she should act as a male or female in certain clubs. The questioning never stops. within conundrum. It's a constant theme. That's all I have for you. Thank you for listening.